Hey guys, how's it going? It's May 13th. I think I'm going to call this one Bokashi for the win. Just touch on this before I show you what I'm talking about. The Bokashi I've been using for a couple years now, maybe about 2 years for the cannabis, and a couple years before that just in my compost and stuff, and it works so good. And by accident I threw some of this to activate some old reused soil, and I was pretty impressed with what I saw, and I'll show you. I was making some soil to top up those cups, and what I normally use is I just use about, for something this size, just a small amount, I'll use about 10 of these little cups of Happy Frog and about 5 cups of worm castings, right? And then you water it in with either just water or something like the Hygrozyme or Grozyme or whatever like that, and then it normally takes about a week until you start getting some mycelia or mycelium, however you want to pronounce it, to come in. But I thought I'd do a little test. I put the worm castings, the Happy Frog, in this little thing here, mixed it up with some water. I don't know if I used hydrozyme or just water, but anyways, and when I got on top, I wanted to do a little tester between these, so I was going to use the Bokashi, the mycorrhizal. Remember, this is the cheap stuff for like $5 for all this. The Synergy mycorrhizal, which is I mean, I guess for this month should probably be 50 or $100. And when I opened the Synergy up, it was a lot like the Mary Jane's, which is a root probiotic, but it's not like a mycorrhizal where you throw it right on the roots. It's something you might mix into the soil a few days before, like a week before. But I just throw it in after a compost tea or something's brewing, or just even a watering with some nutrients. I'll just put a scoop in and mix it in. I don't use as much as they say, but I just add it in maybe once a week, and the stuff's pretty good. But for the mycelium, I think I'll show a video, just because the first time I ever grew it, like probably a couple decades ago, and I saw it, I thought I ruined my soil. I thought it was all moldy and this and that. And if you remember that avocado was showing how there was some mycelia growing, but this has been 3 days. Like I said, the worm castings and the Happy Frog only takes a week or two. You get it wet and you put it in an area where the where like a temperature like where your seeds would start, and it'll start producing the web. Like it's basically your soil food web. Like if you look at any of the trees on the west coast or any forest, actually, like there's no fertilizer being added on, and how mushrooms pop up if you look at the mycelia web. But let me just get to it. So 3 days ago I put the Bokashi, the mics, and the Synergy just on top of the soil, and then I kind of just poked it in with my finger, but I didn't spray it with water like you're supposed to. I want to see if anything would activate. So 3 days ago I did that. Let me see if this gets in there, and you can see how active. Like first time I thought this was all mold, right? Like not this, but I opened up a big Rubbermaid container, and there's probably about 10 inches of this stuff, the whole thing, and I'm like, oh my god, it's destroyed. And it doesn't like light, but you can see the 3 days. Some of the mics starting to do a little. The Synergy, it's all on this side, and it's starting to work, and I can guarantee if I dug under, there's as much underneath as there is on top. So I'm going to put a link into this Bokashi, because I was going to show a great big bag, but my delivery that I was supposed to get for the rest of my nutrients, the Canada Post, it's about 2 days behind. It's been in my city, but they don't want to drive out to where I am to deliver it, because it's like 30 or 50 pounds, and so I guess they're putting it off for a bit. But so I didn't show the big bag, but I think I might, if people can't find it, I have this little kind of sample thing here. I might give it away if, I don't know, I was thinking, I got like 9 subscribers. Well, I think 10, one subscriber wouldn't be worth it. But if you get like 25 or 50 subscribers, I'll probably, I mean, it's one pack. It's not worth a lot of money, but maybe I'll throw some nice beans in it or something. We can do a giveaway. So I'll probably do that. I wish I had the big thing to show you. It's well, it's under $40 Canadian, and you get, it's big. I'll show it when it comes in. I should be getting a shipment this week, but it's bigger than this bag of minerals, and I used it with my outdoor. You'll look it up. All I actually put was Bokashi, peat mix, some kelp meal, crab meal, and worm castings, and that was it. I just added water all summer. I was about the cheapest soil just to see how it worked, this Bokashi outdoors, and I was so impressed. So I'm not sponsored by anybody or anything. This is sent out by Green Planet, like their wholesale thing, the same people that make the Medi one. And you look at it, yeah, there's so much into it. I'll just put the link so you guys can maybe watch that and see more about it. And yeah, again, like 3 days. Like you can see, normally it'll look like that with just worm castings and that happy frog, but it'll take you about a week or two and this whole thing will be full like that. But I just thought I'd show you 3 days later, and that's the stuff you want. That's what transports all the nutrients and like all the minerals and breaks everything down. But I thought I'd show you out. We'll call this one Bokashi for the win. I wish I had the big bag to show you, but yeah, if we get, I don't know, you guys, someone leave a response, because I've been sending out like a lot of seeds, but people weren't leaving messages like on the channel, so it's not like I want it to grow. I don't really give a shit, but it's like, I guess you have to get a certain amount of people to do some live feeds and stuff, or streams, or I don't know, whatever, the chats to answer questions. So I don't know, I guess 25, maybe 50, and I'll do another video with some of the seeds I might give away. They're not mine. I'll be giving away probably, I don't know, maybe some Fruity Pebbles OG in the package, like real deal Holyfield stuff, and I can tuck them in this thing and mail them wherever. But I'd need people to actually leave a response, like the message or whatever the hell they call it, the comment section, to say, hey man, I get this, so we can get some more comments or thumbs up, and I'll do another giveaway of some good, I don't know, leave a comment, say 25 people, 50 people, do another seed giveaway of some fucking like amazing gear. Like, I mean, I don't care. I give everything away basically for free. The only thing I sell are consulting services, and that's like, I'm just going to be giving it all away for free here anyway. So anyways, this was long enough. Bokashi for the win. I'll put a link in the bottom, I hope. Alright everyone, I'll show you an update on those plants pretty soon. And I fucked my back up for 2 days. It's starting to get a little better, and I'll be hopping on that outdoor stuff as soon as my delivery shows up from Canada Post. They're about 2-3 days behind. So alright everyone, peace.